Hi, everybody. So I love to ask questions, and I love to ask the people that I care about questions, because things are always, I know that for me, like every day is something, as I'm becoming more mindful of the decisions that I'm making and just making sure I'm staying committed to my own healing path, my own self-love journey. So I'm very curious about Miss Halley over here. I'm seeing what's happening with your journey being so dedicated, and with us catching up all the time and creating workshops and meditating twice a week and just hosting and facilitating healing, because we know that it's so important. Like, on your own personal journey, like, how has your world been aligning more with you? Because that's what I would imagine that would start happening. And you start to really value your time, and you start to really discover like what's really important to you. Mm-hmm. And so, what has the universe been doing for you lately?
It's such a good question, right? Because it's not about like how it's like the universe makes a move and then you respond.
Yes. Yes.
And so it's been really interesting. The universe been making some interesting moves lately.
Some big moves lately.
Some big moves. And so one such move is
about to
fly. Oh.
Okay.
It's okay.
I would touch it, but that's gross.
It's okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Not that I think I'm gross.
I don't have a car right now, so that was a move from the universe.
Yes.
And what's been so interesting about that, obviously I'm accustomed to having a car. So there's a part of me that's like, oh, I need a car to live in today's society.
Right.
But then I'm like, but do I? Do I need a car? Is that actually the truth? I live downtown. I live in a place that I can bike and walk, So I'm just in absolutely no rush to get a car. And I'm experimenting with what it's like to not have a car. And it's literally changing the rhythm of my days, of my life. It's changing my life. It's only been a week, so it's like, I'm not too deep in. I haven't had a summer or winter without a car yet. Springtime, it's a nice time to not have a car.
Yeah.
But it's helping illuminate, like, kind of more. We're doing a values workshop. It's called Rooting Your Values tonight. And it's like living without a car, I'm learning about myself, is more in alignment with my core values than living with a car. So I'm just experiencing that. I'm like along for that ride, and then my computer crashed and is like at the computer doctor right now, and we'll see. So I'm living without a computer right now, and I'm like, okay, I don't have a car, I don't have a computer, but I'm so accustomed to thinking that I have to have those things, So I'm really into like being without these things that we think that we need when the universe takes them away, even if it's just for a while, to just be like, well, who am I without that?
Who am I without that?
Who am I without that? And like, can I still have a great day?
Right?
Can I have a great day without those things?
Or is this a dark cloud hovering over you that's like, oh, I have to wait, and you mentioned getting a bike, and you have to wait for some parts for the bike. So there's I have to
wait for some parts for the bike. I can't even ride my bike really yet.
You got the bike, right?
I got the bike, but I'm still on foot. And so I'm waiting for my bike to get to a place where I can really ride it. And so there's just like a lot of patience right now, a lot of just like waiting, but it's not the type of waiting where I'm just like sitting around waiting. It's like, no, I have to walk to the grocery store every couple of days because I can only carry so much for the it's like probably a 15-minute walk to the grocery store. So that's changing the rhythm of my day. Instead of doing like one big shop in my car once a week,
And you get to be active. You mentioned you're moving your body.
Be with the sunlight. I get to be outside. I get to just like really think like, what are the couple of things that I need today? Like, it's simplifying my life and creating, just a more kind of like presence. There's more presence without a computer in a car.
Yeah. You're so right about that. Like you said, like, who am I? Or like, what is my day going to be like without these things that I feel like I need? Yes, they're helpful, but you feel like it's such a need, but you're really seeing like you still have everything that you need.
I still
You
have
still have
everything that I
you
need. Yes. And I would like to not have these things for a while. I mean, I'll probably need a computer because I have to work, but I would like to not have a car for a while so that when I get a car, it's like I've already built up my muscle for being more on foot, being more on bike. So it's not my automatic, I'll just drive there.
Yeah, girl.
You know, it's like, no, wait a minute. I will bike there. I will walk there. And then if I have to, I can drive there. But yeah, so just change.
I love it. And like what I'm more getting curious about is the being on foot. It's the seeing life a different way because you're walking to the store versus driving to the store.
Yeah.
Like, I just feel like I could just imagine life would feel more vibrant because you're literally out on the street walking. You're not running to the store, but you're like really feeling present. So like, yeah, how has that been for you, being on foot versus driving to places?
Yeah, and walking here to the highway. I usually drive here, and go park in the spot.
Yes.
So it's been awesome. I mean, it is such a beautiful time of year to be on foot. There's so many blooms and flowers and ladybugs and all of the sweet creatures. But I would say the number one thing that it's helping me with is my energy flow. Like before I walked today here, I was really tired. And I was like, oh, I don't know how I'm going to do this day. We have a workshop tonight. It's going to go late. Like, I don't have the energy for this day. And then I took a walk here and then I was like, oh, freshened up, brightened up,
Yeah.
So it's really supportive. Walking really supports my energy flow.
Wow.
We're sitting on the computer, sitting in the car, like doesn't.
Yeah.
It doesn't support my energy flow. Nothing is moving. It's like we have to move to stay vital, to stay alive, to stay present.
Let's move to stay vital.
Yeah. So I have a core value, speaking of values, of daily movement. And
that's a strong one.
Yep. It really helps when that daily movement is worked into the getting here and there so that it's part of the rhythm instead of something like, okay, and then I have to set aside an hour to work out. It's like, no, it's just integrated,
Yeah, I love that. Like thinking about how, like, I remember feeling just tired from driving because you're just still. Are we really, I mean, there's something beautiful about it being still, but then also we have these bodies that are meant to move. They're meant to be used. People always say, if you don't lose it, if you don't use it, you lose it. So it's like, it's encouraging to live with your body.
With your body. Yeah. Embodiment, that's a core value. And not having a car just like immediately puts you into embodiment.
Yeah. Beautiful. Well, thank you so much for sharing.
Yeah, thanks for asking.
And I love hearing it because perspectives can change everything. Perspectives can literally change everything. Like I know that without this perspective, let's just say you had more of the perspective of things happening to you, like your car being gone and your laptop being gone, like that can literally frustrate somebody over the edge. So cheers to your journey and your perspective shifts because it's obviously supporting you right now. We wouldn't be doing this video if you didn't feel good.
It's totally supporting me.
Yeah.
It's cool. And I just love change. I like when the pattern gets disrupted, I think it's really healthy anytime we're like, do, this is the thing that I do, and then that gets changed and you have to do something new.
It's kind of fun because then there's growth in that.
Yeah.
You're being challenged to like make it work and you get to use your critical thinking skills. So that's a growth opportunity right there.
Yeah.
Like, so much opportunity.
It opens you up to so much opportunity. And also just the opportunity of like moving slower opens you up to so much that I don't even know yet, I just feel like there's opportunity from this shift that I don't even get to know about yet.
Yeah, and the practice of mindfulness, that's encouraging that too.
Yeah.
And moving slowly.
Yeah.
So many golden gems when things are taken away that we feel that we need, Yeah, thank you so much for sharing, and more to be continued. If you have any questions for Halley, go ahead and drop them below. Maybe you're going through something similar where something is being taken away and you're totally allowing that to be an opportunity to grow and have a perspective shift. So we would love to know. Alrighty.
Alrighty.
See you
Bye.
later. Thanks for sharing.